On your calculator. All right, some of the common ones that you have probably already used are these. This is the x squared function, and this will take a number and multiply it by itself. So what would its domain be? Well, let's think about it. Possible numbers that you could plug into your calculator, hit this button, and you won't get an error message, basically. All right. Well, gee, just about every number that you know in the whole world can be squared. So we say that the domain on this one is the set of all real numbers. Now, notice how much that is to write out. Math people don't like to write all that out, so we have a little symbol that means the set of all real numbers. And it saves us up having to write this all out. It looks like this. That means the set of all real numbers. So from this day forward, you're going to see that. All right, now, the square root button on your calculator. What kind of numbers can we put in? Hit the square root button, and we will not get an error message. You can put 0 in, you can put 1 in, 2 in, you can even put fractions in, decimals in. There's only one type of number that you can't put in, and that is negatives. So the domain for the square root will be the set of all non-negative numbers. Okay. So we'll say all non-negative numbers. And unfortunately, we don't have a cute little symbol for that. So we'll just have to write it this way. All right, now this last little function that we're going to discuss on the calculator is called the reciprocal function. On some calculators, it looks like 1 over x, and on other calculators, it's x to the negative 1. It means the same thing, though. It means you've got a variable in the denominator. So let's see here. Is there any number that I can't put in here for x? I can put negatives in. I can put positives in. I can even put fractions in. But there is a number out there that will give you an error message on any calculator, any computer. And that is 0. All right. So this domain is the set of all reals except 0. If you try and take and divide by 0, you will get a divide by 0 error, or a syntax error, or you'll just say error, or your computer will just stop running. Or this, or this. It depends on the brand of your calculator, how they'll express it. Well, what it means is you've gone into scientific notation. So let's see what the actual real numeral would look like. It would be a 6, and then we'd have to move this decimal to the right 10 spots. Now to achieve that, we would have to add 8 zeros. Decimal point then goes here, and we're looking at this enormous number. We have 67 billion. Time goes on, the temperature goes up. Okay. So you can see here what's happening. The temperature on a cold going straight up steadily, and then it reaches, let's see, looks to me like it's going to reach up to about 350. And then it's going to go down. And then it's going to go back up. And then it's going to go down and up and down and up and down and so forth. And that's because of the thermostat. All right, a stove doesn't heat continually. It'll heat up to a certain height, and then the heating element or the gas flame goes off for a bit, and it'll slowly start to cool down. And then when it reaches a certain point, that thermostat kicks in again, and it starts heating up again, and then cooling, and heating and cooling. And this is what it looks like graphically. Let's see if this passes the vertical line test. Over time, as time passes, all those vertical lines cross only once on the graph, so this is a function. The temperature is a function of the minutes. Here we have a simple graph. It's a circle graph. And the question is, do all these data points describe a function? And I think you'll see immediately that the answer is no. By George, by Jingo, it fails the vertical line test everywhere except over here at the left side and the right side. So this one is not.
Yo, it's Math Mixer. Everybody loves math. Gotta love the teacher. Who'd that be? Miss Lowry. She teaches 2 + 2